That, oh yeah, that, so that is V5. What do you guys think?
Oh, that's it?
That's the scenario, yeah.
Oh.
Wow. We escaped! I kind of wanted you to die. It would have been funny.
I failed.
I thought you, dude, I shot fuck all bullshit.
Yeah, I watched. It's just like 1110.
I was just like, it died. It died.
I like to imagine you're like at the end of Kung Fu Hustle, just sort of twisting and just looking at them in slow motion. Just like passing a bullet out of the way.
I thought he was gonna die too, but
I almost got blood roused to 5, but I managed to keep it at 4.
Oh yeah, it would be a shame if you all of a sudden started attacking everyone.
I didn't want to do that, Tom.
Like, guys,
That's pretty cool. So that just replaces the blood pool?
yeah, that's the new hunger system.
Then he did go to
I feel like that's fine for lower levels. But then when the higher shit comes, I was like, oh, you have to spend 5.
Don't you? Well,
I don't think it works that way.
you always spend 1?
We don't know, Tom.
You rouse 5 to heal egg, but if you make a composure roll, you don't frenzy.
No, I meant like, say, if you're doing a higher level,
Generation?
no, a higher level fucking, yeah, like, you know,
Higher
we
level
can-
discipline.
Higher level discipline.
You always only spend 1 blood rouse. Activate that 1 power.
We don't know that.
Yeah, technically that's
Because elder
true.
powers are probably going to be much more powerful.
Might spend 2.
Well, don't forget also that there is a system for generation.
Yeah.
So it does. I don't know it off the top of my head, but it does reduce your chances of getting hungry. I think you can ignore so many blood rouses before rolling for a hunger dice. So it does exist. But let's do the survey.
All right.
Was it difficult or easy to learn the V5 pre-alpha rules?
Easy.
It was pretty simple.
Yeah. It's the D&D 5th edition of Vampire.
It's not really a bad thing.
Don't tell me that.
Did you feel the V5 pre-alpha rules played slow or fast?
Pretty quick. When I think the only complications came from us not knowing things.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, it sounds.
Just having to look up disciplines and things like that.
And you were able to like pair off more things with your attributes.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you gave us lots of options. You're like, oh shit, yeah.
Well, I do that anyway.
Yeah, it's like you can do that with the regular one.
I know that.
We just don't because it makes more sense.
Did you feel the basic resolution system, D10 pool 6 plus equals success, was simple or complex?
Simple.
The what?
The basic resolution system, the dice pool 6 plus success.
Oh, yeah, simple.
Were the hunger dice and hunger rules fun to play?
I didn't really get to experience them,
Yeah.
but that's mainly because
Success.
yeah.
Yeah, make sure like check like how much power you can use in a certain scenario. So it's good.
How do you guys
It was. I would say it's more interactive than the previous blood pool system.
So should I mark fun, average, or not fun?
Average.
Yeah, sounds like I'm getting an average. Tom, how do you feel?
I was gonna say it has its highs and lows.
Average. Did your character experience compulsions too seldom or too often? I'm guessing it's a kind of a too seldom. Because there's you
I
guys.
think that was mainly because of us.
Yeah. I don't know if we're supposed to enforce our own kind of like.
I think we're supposed to spend them more often, like our fucking things. But it
Yeah,
is-
we played pretty carefully, knowing how the system
we're too
works.
smart.
Damn it.
We're too OP for this game.
Quick,
Wait.
Bob, give me your drugs.
I think if the situation would have continued to escalate, he would have probably have done what they expect you to play, with having to roll more of those things.
I probably would have.
But
So
we are closing up this session due to time.
too seldom, just right, too often.
We barely experienced any.
I think it was
I think
just right, but because we didn't suck.
Tom?
like Adam was the only one who had a compulsion, right?
I did too.
He frenzied.
Still, that's only 2.
Alright, so too seldom.
I'd say just right as well,
Just
as
right.
Xavier said.
Yeah.
I think just right. Yeah.
Okay, so that's 3 to 2.
It was an appropriate amount.
And Adam, of course, votes for himself.
Fucking Adam.
So those of you, did you feel the compulsion effects were fun to play? You guys didn't really deal too much with compulsions because we only had the 100. So.
That's right. Now I remember your compulsion when we started just pushing you.
Just grab him by the lederhosen.
Should I say fun, not fun, or average? Just average? Because
I think it would have been more interesting if I got to play one of them. But
right.
we played pretty conservatively with our blood.
So funny enough, I actually did have a gun, and if they would have searched me, that would have been funny.
It's my American gun. Like, we all get one.
Like, you can't take that from me. That's my birthright as a Texan.
It says you're from New York.
That's America is the Texas of the world.
How much did this V5 playtest game feel like Vampire the Masquerade?
Is there like rating?
Did not feel like Vampire, don't know, or felt like Vampire.
It felt vampire-y. I think that was mostly because of the disciplines.
And
Like I said, it felt like a 5e version of Vampire, so I'd say it still felt like Vampire.
Just not V20.
Tom?
Yep. I think it felt like it.
So one for felt like.
definitely felt like.
Something like it, yeah.
Okay, felt like VTM. Would you enjoy playing more V5 tabletop scenarios?
Like the one like we just played?
Yeah.
I think we're more used to playing our home game more.
Oh yeah. So that's a don't know, would not enjoy?
I like the detail they went into it, especially with the Kit Kat Club.
Yeah, I'd say the
Spartans.
the detail was a fun thing.
But as far as the actual scenario,
It got a little oppressive.
How so? Well, that was the point actually. That was part of the mood, was a desperate struggle for survival. I actually really like this scenario. Like I'm gonna yeah. I think it was fucking great. It didn't go the way I thought it would.
I think that's because of us.
Yeah.
Like I was saying when you were in the bathroom, this felt like it was a very serious, well thought out Vampire the Masquerade characters and scenarios, but we are not gonna play it that way. we made it a little silly, but that's just kind of how we play.
The Capcom way.
So, want to play more, don't know, would not enjoy.
I'd say I enjoy it.
I enjoyed it.
I don't know.
I enjoyed it, yeah.
But do you want to play more?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
I'd be down. Although, I guess there's a whole, I guess it gets more complicated when you're... I know you said that they do have the systems for generation, and maybe the blood rousing gets a little bit more complicated.
I'm going to reserve that until the full thing comes out.
Well, hopefully we'll get the new rules soon, or probably by the time this video airs, we might get the alpha version. Because I think they're trying to get ready for Gen Con. Was the scenario fun to play?
Yes.
Were the situations in the scenario interesting?
That was
Yeah.
that was on us. that doesn't get to take credit.
Wait, although I do want... We'll probably divulge to each other the reasons why we did things.
I think we all know why.
We don't know why.
Okay.
We were all bloodbound to the same man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every single one of us.
Why weren't you as gay as we were?
Because when you're bloodbound to somebody, there's different ways to show affection, and I was just trying to make sure you stayed alive.
I would like if I had the opportunity. I actually probably would have acted the same with everyone.
I was hoping for either a good opportunity to drain him or make sure the Anarchs got him. That's because I had the whole if I can't have them all to myself, nobody can was my thing. So I was.
So you're in the back of the fucking
Yeah, just
thing
like
and
I shall have the last laugh.
and just roller skate into the
But
sunset.
he's Malkavian. He's a Malkavian, and then so he just takes over you instead. He's just like, yes.
Why am I wearing this weird outfit?
I am sad I did not get to take my opportunity to kill Adam.
Did I kill your master?
That was one of his secret things. He wanted you dead.
Why? What did Adam do?
Would you like to know? Do you want to tell him what your feeding restriction is?
Children.
Does it tell him about your herd?
You have a herd of children?
That's pretty much, yeah.
What the
It's
fuck?
a shelter.
he's
Some of those page.
I think he's a fucking asshole sicko. And I really I was when I heard the screams coming from the bathroom, I was like, Adrian.
He has a herd at a shelter for refugee children. He has killed at least 5 children in the years that he's fed off of them.
Jesus Christ.
Bro, I might have killed you.
Yeah.
So
That's why it's something
I
that.
was like, I should just punt this fucker into the fire.
Hey,
No. Maybe finish the job with that terrorist dude. Which, by the way, is probably what redeemed you.
I was hoping-
Really? That's what did it?
Just calling the Spartans down as terrorists, man.
Thanks, puns.
I mean, that was pretty great, but it's like, he killed children. But that was pretty cool.
It's like Bill Cosby, like, oh, you're Bill Cosby, you're fine, bro.
So, interesting, average, not interesting.
Interesting.
Okay. Does scenario feel like Vampire the Masquerade? I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we agreed.
I say it's like a departure. It feels a lot less gothic punk. It feels more now like modern noir.
Interesting.
I kind of agree with that.
Okay. How do you
I don't know
feel?
if that was the scenario.
Yeah, I feel like
Well, they are talking about the scenarios.
Oh, then yeah.
Like, it's more techno, right?
So, did not feel like VTM?
Well, I meant just like because Vampire the Masquerade was like oppressively gothic punk.
Yeah.
This is oppressive in a different sense. Damn German government.
it's like it grew up out of its goth phase.
Into a single phase.
Real cops don't grow up.
Thank you. You may have hit him. So did not feel like VTM.
I'd say so. Felt different.
Okay.
I think it felt different, but in a good way.
Oh, so you liked it.
Yes. That's not an option.
Well, so let me go back. Felt like VTM, not sure, did not feel like VTM.
I guess that leans more towards I'm not sure because we
Not
agree
sure.
it was kind
Okay.
of, but no.
Alright.
Different, but the same.
Please tell us anything else you would like us to know about the V5 pre-alpha playtest, the playtest rules, or the playtest scenario.
I'm sorry we ruined your scenario like this.
It wasn't our fault. I mean, it was our fault, but it was also your fault. Not you, Charlie.
You didn't plan it for us.
We're-
can't
we're-
find
I was gonna say, does it have the names of the creators of the playtest somewhere so we can We are sorry to Martin Elrickson, Ken Height, and Kerry Muammar for playing the scenario in such a manner.
Josh says, I'm sorry we ruined your scenario. What did you say, Xavier?
Oh, it's like it was kind of our fault, but it was also your fault.
You can't plan for us.
Was there an equipment list or did you just include that?
There's no equipment list. There's like a quick and dirty 4 things. Xavier says...
We need a t-shirt of that now. It says you can't plan for us and the picture of a GM behind a DM screen crying.
So, anything else you want me to say to White Wolf?
Sponsor us, please.
Stay caffeinated.
That's a good one.
It's like put a link to our YouTube channel.
Please subscribe. Please like and subscribe.
And by chance,
And then put the gif of the Rock's character from Moana singing "You're Welcome." No.
God damn.
Alright. Josh says, I'm sorry we ruined your scenario like this. Xavier says it was kind of our fault, but also your fault. Stay caffeinated. God damn it. How familiar are you with the Vampire the Masquerade tabletop RPG? Never played before. I have some experience. I have a lot of experience. I'm a hardcore fan.
The hardcore fan.
So we are hardcore fans. I don't know how much experience we have because it's not even double digits of years.
I mean, when I first joined your guys' home group, that was about 2 years ago at this point. So that is at least 2 cumulative years from everybody. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 years of at least.
I think I actually got my V20 book October 2013, so I'm in for 4.
14 years.
I played before 2006.
Aren't you cool?
Back in your day? Back when
I was
How often do you play Vampire? I'm going to put regularly. How often do you play other tabletop RPGs? Never played other regularly.
I was like, don't lie.
How often do you play any Vampire the Masquerade LARP? Never played LARP.
I mean,
Interested but wary.
If I can do it at Gen Con this year, I'm definitely doing it.
Full contact.
Done.